rarely do video responses, but this one definitely deserves one. Pink Elephant, you are so right about this topic. Black men forget college to help family, including sisters in college or college bound. See, this is the elephant in the room that doesn't get talked about. And it's a trip, and it's so typical when you have black women say, we're accelerated academically and we're in college more than the black men. You black men need to step up. You need to get your education. Why aren't you getting your education? And they act as if young black men decide not to go to college or don't have time to go to college because they got to take care of their family, make sacrifices for the sake of the family. Of course, there are black men who do act lazy and don't challenge themselves or think college is a waste of time. Or they hustling for the sake of buying material things to impress their homeboys and to get women's attention. But you do have black men who try to achieve fast money in order to provide for their families. They're not fortunate enough or really don't have the support or have the time to go to college. Yeah, it does take time to achieve that success in your field of studies. For one, you don't come straight out of college and get that good paying job where you're able to support yourself and your loved ones at the same time. Eventually you will, but it does take some years. You graduate in May. It's not going to take October of that year to where you can be able to perform a task of supporting, for example, your mother, your loved ones, because you have to support yourself first before anything. You need a roof over your head. You need food on the table. You're not going to be able to simultaneously take care of you and your family well-being. You're not going to be Superman or Superwoman as soon as you come out of college. It really baffles me when I hear black women make those statements. We're in college more than the black men are, and we're getting all degrees and all that nonsense. And I'm thinking, baby girl, you wouldn't be where you are today if it wasn't for those so-called men who are not in college who try to help make your college life a little easier. They act as if there aren't black men who pay their sisters, their girlfriends, their wives through school by working 2 or 3 jobs. Or there aren't men who had the opportunity to go to school, but they decided to put it on hold to take care of their family. They can't do it if they're in school for 4 years, especially if they have loved ones who need immediate attention. They act like those same black men do not help them through their times in college, whether it was needing some money to go get them something to eat or to go hang out with their friends, or they needed help moving their belongings into a dorm room, or when their car breaks down, those type of men were there to fix them. See, these are the same men who are not in college try to help them out so that they can be able to get that college degree and one day get that successful career. I'm thinking to myself, okay, so you're gonna sit here and act stupid. You didn't do all this on your own. You had support in some way, shape, or form. You had support. You had help. You're going to look down on black men who are not in school, who are not getting an education. You act like black men don't try to be men to help out the family. You act like there aren't black men who will be there for their sisters, their girlfriends, or wives when they're in school. And what also kills me is when you have black women who play this, who got the power ordeal. Oh, you're just mad. You're just jealous because I'm making more money than you and I'm supporting your sorry ass. Whenever there's an argument brought about, especially when dealing with finances or anything for that matter, always about you're just mad because I'm making more money and you're just making less than I am. It's like, first off, some of these black men have paid some of these black women who do have degrees through school. And when you were in school, he was there to help you out when you needed it. Whatever the problem was, he was there. If that really were the case, that he was jealous of your success, of your career, he wouldn't have put your ass through school. He wouldn't have been there when you got your degree. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like some of them forget. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Most of these women, if their boyfriend, husband, whatever, wanted to go back to school, would they be there to support them financially? I find it hard to believe because some of these women are shouting out that they want a man that's financially stable, who is making equal amount of revenue or more than them. And I find it hard to believe that they will support, they will support their man. And you may have those that will say, yeah, you're right. Why should I get involved with the man and I have to support him? Okay, so from what I'm getting at, it's cool for a man to support his woman, but it's not cool for a woman to support her man. It seems as though it's not cool for her to support her man when it comes to money. Supporting a man financially is not added into the equation, but it's added to the equation that a man support his woman financially. Now, the women who believe and follow the feminist movement, do you ladies preach this? Because if so, I don't see the equality in that at all. If you're not preaching it, you need to, because this is part of being equal as well. And when hard times come, a woman should support a man financially just as men should support their women financially. And if you're not preaching that, then yeah, that's one of the reasons that I or any man believe that feminism is a joke. See, black women who do have it together, you need to think twice before you look down at a black man because he's not in the same situation that you are in your career. Because you don't know the situation. You know what I'm saying? You don't know his situation. You don't know if he's helping support a black woman who is in school and he's on standby when she needs him. Or he made a choice to not go to school right now because he has to provide for his family right away. That's why I shake my head and I laugh when they say they're in school more, they're more successful. Like these same black men who are not in school are not supporting their family right now, or are paying the black women who are in their life through school. You did not get to where you are by yourself without any help. And Pink Elephant, you are right. This is something that is not talked about. Because I know friends and I know family members who had to put their future on hold to help out their family. Black men who were raised by single mothers, you had those who were told they had to stand up and be a man at a very young age and try to take care of their family. And by doing so, they don't have time to go to college. They have to make that money to provide either by working 2 or 3 jobs without a degree or selling drugs on the corner. See, they had to make that fast money. And single women who have daughters, you have those who tell them to go to college, become a strong black woman, where you don't need a man for nothing. But then act as though they don't have father figures in their life, being their brother, their cousins, or uncles, who would stop at an instant to help her out when she needed it. And then, once she got her degree, she didn't turn her noses up to the men who are not up to her level financially. But forget, these are the same men who had to sacrifice to help a sister that was like her out. I just wish the ones who make such closed-minded, stupid statements like black men are not going to college because they're lazy. Why aren't more black men going to college? We're excelling more than they are. I wish they would try to understand that you have black men who make sacrifices because they want to care for their family. Do you have a hard time understanding that you have black men who want to make it easy for black women when they're in college? Yeah, of course you do, because like I and Pink Elephant said, this is something that's not brought out to the forefront. Before anyone says they're not doing this, they're not doing that, let's really look into the reason why, instead of coming up with an invalid conclusion that you just assume the case may be. I said it before that there's no excuse for not getting an education, but I do understand that there are those who had to put it on hold. So my hat and my respect goes out to those who had to make sacrifices in order to take care of their family. And I just wish that some of these black women who make these statements will try to understand where y'all coming from.